This is coming to you from John Wayne's 26 Bar Ranch in Eager, Arizona. Quirt Evans had been shot and thrown out of town, and he was on the run from the law. There were a few good God-believing people that had come west from the eastern part of the United States to escape the persecution for their beliefs, mainly Quakers and Mormons. This is the story of one of these families and the bad man below the Mogollon Rim.
Give me that horse.
He couldn't go on. Nor could you. You're injured, man. Let us take you in the house.
You gotta go.
And it was love at first sight.
Get that bullet out with him kicking around like that. I'm afraid to give him any more sedative. He's already had enough.
Please be quiet. The doctor's...
He can't hear you. What do you suppose that delirious mind is searching for?
He must be in great pain.
Not with that much laudanum in him. It's as if he were reaching for something. Something specific. I don't understand it. By now, he should be completely inert.
I didn't think... No. All right. All right. All right.
Oh, Thomas, how's the young man?
Delirious.
A gun in this house, Thomas?
Let me put these back in the gun belt.
Maybe we'll have to get something and tie him down. Are you crazy?
It's empty.
So that was it. A gun.
It's a pity.
It's stupid. These wild ones, I keep picking bullets out of them and setting their bones. Why? It's their destiny to wind up on Boot Hill.
No.
Oh, I forgot. Never speak evil, huh? Well, get me some more hot water, young lady, and we'll start patching him up for whatever's in store for him. Come on, help me with this boot.
Mother? Tell me again. What, dear? Oh, about meeting Father. Oh, we've heard that 1,000 times. He was working on the roof of the new meeting house. He fell off, and I picked him out of the dust and held him in my arms. He always said I hugged him before I ever even knew his name. And they both knew right away? Of course. Of course, I knew he was a peaceful man. Of course, I knew he was a peaceful man, a member of the society. An evil man would seek a more profitable way of life than being a member of the Friends.
Father had a beard then, didn't he?
Yes. I should think that would scratch.
I prefer a man clean-shaven.
He's got the constitution of a mountain lion. he'll pull through, barring blood poisoning. These wild ones never seem to get blood poisoning, though it's common enough among the godly.
You so-called atheists. You always feel so compelled to stretch your godlessness.
Wash him. The bullet's out. He's in no danger.
I bet he killed a lot of people.
No, he didn't.
How does he know?
That's enough, John. A friend doesn't speak of such things.
Mrs. Worth, get that man out of here.
But he's badly injured, Doctor.
This isn't civilized Pennsylvania. This is a raw frontier. You must take a realistic attitude. This is a place where mayhem, theft, and murder are the commonplace instead of the unusual.
Would that justify leaving a wounded man to die?
Build your house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Ye who believe.
I don't mind your mocking. You've been a good friend to us.
I'm glad I have a logical mind.
And a good heart. Good night, Doctor.
Still having delirious spells. Keeps mumbling about his past.
Get him.
I'm afraid he's had a very violent life.
Hey, get him. Cards. Stand back. Copper on my bet on the black ace. Down to... You're a shapely husband. You've got real confirmation, Margaret. Huh? You fill out that dress just right. Red's your color. All right, Margaret. Chart 1089. 1089. Margaret, you're a nuisance. Let's call it off, Margaret. Yeah, I got places to go and country to put behind me. Sure, all right. Lila. Lila. Oh, Lila. Lila. I owned the mint. I'd put your head on every coin. I used to smoke corn silk when I was a kid. Your hair's just like that, Lila. Light brown and yellow all mixed up. Just like corn silk, Lila. All gold, torn.
Will you bring some hot coffee, Penny? You know, the doctor says he's completely out of danger. Just sleeping. You know, Dr. Penny considers him her own personal patient. Sit down. And will you bring some milk, dear? And when you finish, you can go up and watch him while you card your wool on the loom.
He doesn't need watching. He's had no temperature these past few days. Just a superlatively healthy animal, restoring his depleted strength with sleep. He's no longer delirious. But of course, if you're determined to watch over him, Penny, perhaps you'd better take a pencil and paper with you. His first conscious words should be recorded. They may be of great interest to history. Or more possibly to a United States Marshal. Who knows what violence is involved with his battered frame and his bullet holes.
Would you care for a donut, Doctor? They're not as light as they should
Listen,
be.
Mrs. Worth, you can carry this head-in-the-sand attitude just so far in a world of reality. Let me get this man out of your house. I can dump him in the establishment that passes for a hotel in this oft-times dubious community of ours.
In that unsanitary hovel?
Then he'll be off your hands.
But he's much better off here.
Of course he is, but who cares what happens to him?
We do.
I don't know what to say. Once, when I was studying medicine in Europe, I had a friend, an artist. He drew portraits of people and made them resemble the animals they reminded him of. He'd have drawn this man as a coiled cobra.
Oh, Doctor, your analogy's terribly imperfect, and your naturalism faulty. Cobras don't coil. Now, but Doctor, we're so fond of you, and we respect you so greatly. We're sure that you will finally realize that realism, untempered by sentiment and humanity, is really just a mean, hard, cold outlook on life. A frightened outlook.
I stand defeated. And furthermore, there are times in this house when I feel as if I were living in a never-never land. But don't hesitate to call on me anytime you need help.
Hello.
You're awake.
Sure. I'm awake. What is all this?
What?
Where am I?
Oh, don't you remember? Father and I drove you into town. Is anything wrong?
No.
The doctor says you'll be all right in a week or two. You were delirious, you know. 2 days and 2 nights.
Well, maybe that's why I'm so hungry. I could eat a yearling steer. If I could catch one.
Oh, well, we'll get you something. Mother! You talked a lot in your delirium. Mother, he's awake.
How is he?
Hungry.
Oh, if he's hungry, he's going to be all right.
Thanks a lot for housing me.
You're welcome. Smoked sausage and eggs?
Sounds great.
2 eggs, or would you like 3?
I'd like 6.
Oh, you shall have them. Penny, get one of Father's shirts and a razor. I'll get him some food.
So I talked a lot.
Yes. I listened only because I thought you might say something that would aid us in helping you. As to notifying your wife, for instance.
What did I say?
If you had a wife.
What did I talk about?
Well, you talked of Margaret. She filled out a red dress.
What else?
Oh, you mentioned someone named, Lila?
That all?
If you have a wife, we could notify her.
No wife.
That's 12. I haven't been so flattered since my donuts won first prize at the fair back in Pennsylvania.
You must be smart in Pennsylvania.
Some of the members thought it an exhibition of pride to enter my donuts. But what harm can there be in a little donut? Unless one eats so many of them that they explode, which is likely to happen to you, young man.
Well, there's worse ways of checking up.
I'll help you with the dish.
No. You stay and watch Quirt Evans. I'm curious to know the effect of 6 eggs, a pound of sausage, and 12 donuts. I'll call Lee in time for the milking.
Do all you people from Pennsylvania talk like that?
Like what?
Thee?
Oh, well, we're friends.
Friends of who?
Of all. A society of friends. Many people call us Quakers.
Oh, it's a religion.
It's a belief.
That on the wall. Each human being has an integrity that can be hurt only by the act of that same human being, and not by the act of another human being. Is that Quaker stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You mean nobody can hurt you but yourself?
That's a friend's belief.
Well, supposing somebody whacks you over the head with a branding iron. Won't that hurt?
Physically, of course. But in reality, it would injure only the person doing the act of force or violence. Only the doer can be hurt by a mean or evil act.
Are there very many of you Quakers?
Very few.
Sort of figured that.
Meanwhile, back in the little town of Sedona, one of the worst gangs were hunting all over trying to find Quirt Evans. This was brought to you from John Wayne's 26 Bar Ranch in Eager, Arizona. Stay tuned for the next episode of Below the Mogollon Rim.